See, now I'm like self-conscious. Is this how I normally talk, or am I talking too loud or quiet?
Just let him simmer on that.
You don't have to brush every day, but you might want to.
The great big book of British smiles. Everybody, welcome. Hi, my name is Paul. I'm one of your co-hosts here.
Hello, my name is Benjamin, and I am your other co-host. And we have a return guest on the review. Our guest is Mr. Matthew Scott Barrow. Cue golf clap.
Hello. Thank you.
By the way, when I was waving, I wasn't waving at nothing. And looking at nothing. I was waving at you when I was saying hello.
Oh, was that what you were doing? I thought you were like drowning and you were trying to get our attention.
It's probably more what it looked like.
If you haven't heard
Wild flailing.
the dulcet tones of Matt Barrow's voice, it means you haven't listened to our Big Lebowski episode and our
True Romance
episode.
All movies with legendary stoners.
True.
That's right. Which
we're gonna get there.
Matt pointed at me. That was so cool. Thank you.
I actually want to do something different. Matt, can you explain to our guests what this program is about?
Oh, wow. You're really putting me in the hot seat. Welcome to the review, ladies and gentlemen. This is a podcast where where they, your hosts, Paul and Ben.
Sure.
See, now I'm going to start winging it. They review movies that they once viewed and then see if their review matches their initial review. I got lost in the sauce somewhere in there, but somewhere the pieces are all there if you put it all together.
I think the only thing you missed was that we usually have a guest.
That's self-apparent because you're hearing me speak right now.
And the movies we have these stupid guidelines.
I would say they're rules, but they're more
like guidelines.
They're more like guidelines.
Yeah.
Which those are meant to be broken, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't that the idea?
We have a breaker list. You have to find it.
It's true. I will mention, though, that Matt brought us a movie that abides by all of our standard rules. It's 7 years old or older. It's not part of any major franchise. It's well under 2 hours and 22 minutes. And it's a fairly well-known movie. This isn't some super obscure thing. What movie was this?
I can't stand
Not
in this
Reedland.
world. People who are intolerant.
Well, we'll
of
see him
other
again
people's
soon.
cultures.
This summer in the Avengers.
In Doomsday.
Correct.
And the Dutch.
Did you listen to our Reedland episode?
I don't think I did.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you should.
You're among the majority of people that listen to this podcast. We're like, what the? Never mind.
Maybe not
they're going to be totally lost during Avengers Doomsday.
At their peril, they're not listening to our Reedland episode.
But we're not doing Reedland. Matt brought us
Orange County.
From 2002.
In California.
Correct.
Famously in California.
Here we come. We're doing it.
Right back where we started
California.
Oh, whoa. Did I do that?
We're coming to California.
Is this the band that Jason Schwartzman is or was a drummer in?
Yes.
Phantom Planet, yeah.
Soundtrack movie, man.
Which is a band that
This is
I
a very big
have
soundtrack
met
movie.
and hung out with.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
Ben did. I did not, but Ben did meet and hang out with Phantom Planet in
Very
Seattle.
cool. This is such a great soundtrack movie. I wrote a soundtrack movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I have such a love for them. And I don't think we've done a ton of them.
Yeah, you're right. And I also think that, we're going to talk about this in depth, but, this is such a time capsule of 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh, boy, yeah. It really is.
But before we talk about the past, we need to talk about, I guess we're still talking about the past. What have you been doing?
What you been doing? What you been doing?
Just moved from Seattle, where I've lived for the past 20 some odd years, to a new place. And that's been a lot of work, and it's
somewhere outside of Washington State, in Washington State?
In Washington State, just right outside of Seattle, a smaller suburb.
But also I want to mention you're physically here. This is part of what you're doing is you're visiting.
I am in California right now. And actually, we were just saying, this is the first time I've done the pod now 3 times, because third time's the charm. And the first time I did it was fully virtual, back in 2020, the Zoom days. The last time for True Romance, Ben and I were here, and Paul was elsewhere, and now all 3 of us are in the same room, and I'm seeing the hosts in 3 dimensions. It's crazy.
Dude, This episode is brought to you by the Triumvirate.
Is that the Mike Myers Netflix show?
It is now.
Is it?
Or that's the pen. What's it called? The pentab? Because there's 5 of them. So
Pentagram?
pentaberrant or something like that.
But this is Triumph.
This is the triumvirate.
We're the Triumvirate. I'm referring to Rush. Three corners. I'm doing beep, beep, beep. You know, we're all here for the first time. It's exciting.
Paul believes in the Illuminati.
Well, I mean, how
As a
do you not?
member.
Well, as a member, I think the Illuminati might exist.
Well, that's great. Moving's tough. And
It's a lot of work.
One of the most stressful things one does in life. It's like a top 10 stressful event.
Our
What are
last
the other 9?
episode with the other
Marriage, divorce, kids.
our last episode with the other Matt, we talked about this because he also moved.
Yeah.
Mats are moving.
There is a pandemic,
migration of
migration
Matts.
of Matts.
Are we when we talk
Matt's
to
on
Matt
the move.
when we talk to Matt Yanagia soon? By the way, listener, if you're curious, you're not. We're trying to get as many Matts in a marathon as we can. Just
marathon
a
of
million Matts in a row.
The month of 1,000,000 Matts. March Madness.
Mats are marching. The March of the Mats.
March of the Matts.
We did a March Madness. It was all comedies
March
for
Madness.
March, but this would have been the perfection of
the Matathon.
yeah. Well,
So-
this will be May.
Yeah, if you are a listener and you have Matt somewhere in your name, whether it's a first, middle, surname, please contact us.
We want to hear from you. You can text us anonymously from the episode description. Easy peasy.
Or on Instagram at ReviewX2 Podcast. Paul, what have you been doing? We need to talk more about that.
First and foremost, I got tickets for the Los Angeles Clippers versus my beloved Portland Trailblazers. They're battling for play-in position supremacy. If you know the NBA, it's like, great. Sounds middling. It is.
Okay.
So
But they're
there's
in
that,
contention.
and it was just very frustrating because you have to have so many apps and they have to share with each other and all this. And it was like quite a fucking undertaking to just do this.
Just to get the
thing.
tickets.
Yeah, it was kind of a fucking nightmare.
Did you feel
like a
like a
lottery,
Did you
or-
feel like a boomer?
Kind of. I mean, it's like I had to get them over, to the BEEHHUUWWEEH, and she couldn't download it through text and had to have it emailed, and it didn't approve it. It was all just such a fucking slog. It was terrible. So the game's going to be great, though, and I've never been to that venue, and I'm excited to see it.
I found that a lot of like the Dodgers, you have to have the Dodgers app
Same thing here.
You have to have an app specifically for that
to
team,
have
so you
your
can get the
ticket on
tickets.
it.
I can't talk about it anymore. It's
That's
giving me
the
a
only way to
headache.
have your ticket.
Everything's an app now. You have to have an app for
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single thing.
You have to have an app for your fucking hair dryer, for your oven, for your.
I can't wash my dishes. I don't have Bluetooth in here.
Like there are cars that update through or get open little features that you purchase through an app now. That's the world we're in. It's insane.
These corporations know that there's a threshold, right? Like your phone can only hold so much.
but it's
I'm out of space, so now I can't start my car.
your information is invaluable and everybody wants a piece. Now, here's the other thing I would like to talk about. I was just out of town for work and was working on a movie for a couple days. Had no idea who I was going to be working opposite. Ben, I think I said something to you, like I felt like it was going to be maybe like, depending, it would be really cool. Could be like a Danny Glover or, Dream of Dreams, like a Delroy Lindo, somebody, Ernie Hudson, somebody like that. Well, like 2 hours before we're going to shoot, the guy I'm in the scene with, and the other guy's going to be in this scene that I haven't met yet, haven't talked to him, thinking of who this could be. He goes, yeah,
Uncle Bob's
here, and he's finally on set. And I go,
Whoa.
you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. Like, it's like the Princess Amidala, like, what?
Right?
And it was him.
Oh,
And he
wow.
was great. He's very, very giving. He said something very nice to me, which was cool. He was like the big person name that was there, clearly. And he has a really good energy and wants things to be light. And like, that was kind of like the way that the set was going. So it was a really cool experience. Like, it was one of those, if you had said to me in the moment, it'll be someone who's won the Academy Award or whatever, I would have been, again, you're fucking with me. Like I was, but it was pretty cool. It was a good moment. And I actually got a chance to, in a really small part, just a few lines, where I felt like an actor was giving me rope to make some choices. And
Really?
I did. And I had my fingers crossed in my pocket at a point where I'm like, I'm going to interrupt this guy. Seems like he wants me to interrupt him.
That's awesome.
And I did. And worked out. Again, he was
You
really,
went
really
toe
nice.
to toe with himself.
Like basically, right? While I was in Portland working on that, I also got to go to Donut Nook. And if you're a donut person at all, Got to see my family and all that stuff too. Whatever.
Yeah,
but
donuts.
Donut.
Which donut place?
Donut Nook.
We were just talking about
okay.
donutteries and how
It's-
some cities are famous for their donutteries.
Well, it's
One of the-
crazy that Voodoo Donuts is the one that's become like
we have
world
it, the Voodoo
famous.
Donuts in Seattle.
We
now.
have one at Universal City Walk.
Yeah.
There's
But how's Donut Nook?
another one in West Hollywood. If you're ever in the Vancouver, Washington area, it is one of the best. Apparently, Bear Claws apple fritters,
love
and I
apple
know from
fritter.
experienced glazed old fashions like on the West Coast. It's fucking
We got
fantastic.
to, at this
I love
moment
a
in
glazed
talking about Vancouver, I feel like we should always shout out Michael's place.
Oh, dude, Little Conejo, absolutely. Good point. If you
Always-
want a taco and a donut, like if you're going through morning, afternoon, if you're hanging out there,
Sounds like a good hangover.
make
Taco
sure
and a
you-
donut.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good podcast. Taco and a donut with Ben and Paul.
It's part of the review universe.
The review-
It just happened.
You got shelf help. You got taco and a donut.
Ben, what have you been doing?
Well, Matthew and I last night we went to a Godzilla pop-up at a small, what I think is normally a boba tea place
It is.
and hookah place.
And hookah place, which the whole time we were there, there's like those like gas lamp like decorations. I was like, this is a weird boba shop. And then we saw the sign going out that said and hookah, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, but it
True or false, the tobacco in a hookah and the gravity of that and the sugar of boba will get you more high than any weed on the face of the planet.
I mean, yeah. I wonder if if it is combo, like, because hookahs have the water in them. I wonder if you can be like, can I get some like brown sugar boba tea in here?
More
Because
sugar
the tobacco
and
is already
water.
just syrup, right? Like hookah, it's like shisha. It's just like pure glycerin and syrup.
well, we didn't smoke a hookah.
We did not smoke a hookah.
Okay.
But they have a Godzilla pop-up, which is, I think, in collaboration with Godzilla.
It was it looked pretty official.
And it's all decked out to look like it's in, like a destroyed city that Godzilla has come through. And they have themed drinks and themed food and all of the Godzilla posters of all of the movies. And it
Every
made me
movie.
realize that I have seen very few true like Japanese Godzilla movies. 'cause
Oh, you
there's
gotta pump those numbers up.
so many.
There are a lot. I think there's got to be over 50 Godzilla movies between Japan and America at this
I
point.
think it is close to 50. Well, they go back to 1954.
Matt is, if you don't know, Matt is a huge Godzilla file.
I don't know if I would use that word just because I don't
kaiju
like.
file.
I don't like that.
Are you any kind of file?
Well,
To a decision.
what comedian had that thing? It was like a librophile is just someone who likes books.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Care-
Are
yeah.
you in any files?
You're a Godzilla fan.
I'm a fan. I like Godzilla movies. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Now,
No, I do like Godzilla a lot.
was this pop-up for Godzilla -0 or something specific or just for
That's
the
the weird
character in
thing.
general?
It just seemed like in the character in general.
Yeah.
'cause They actually didn't even have the Godzilla -1 poster.
Which is weird. Yeah, they had every poster to Shin Godzilla, which is one of my favorites. Check it out if you haven't. And then they did not have Godzilla -1 and nothing about Godzilla -0, but it did seem to be official. They did have all the characters and everything. And they had a lot of licensed merch and, yeah, like he was saying, like tie-in drinks and food and stuff and photo ops. But it was a good time. It was very immersive pop-up.
I had some very spicy ramen.
You did, and you made your own ramen there.
Yeah, they had like you make your own ramen setup.
Was the spice level Godzilla breath or something, or Godzilla or British
should have
breath?
called it
Yeah, baby,
It was just hot chicken.
British
Brit-
breath.
Brit-
It was British breath.
It was British breath.
The big book of British smash.
The weird thing, though, was the movie. So
Oh yeah.
everything in this place was themed. It was immersive. It was, the windows even had like monitors that looked like destruction outside. It looked like the city was on fire. And then there was a big TV over us playing not Godzilla. Like it was some other movie entirely.
Yeah, it was not. I don't know why they were watching some.
So
random
bizarre.
movie. It wasn't even sports. Like if you had like
Yeah.
baseball on or something, I would have been like, that makes sense. But
No, it's just baseball on TV. But yeah, it was some movie about, I don't know, like a woman in the throes of drug addiction. It was like, well, this doesn't really.
Shit.
Yeah.
They should have had either Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck on or Japanese baseball.
Naturally.
or Major League.
And honestly, I don't know which my.
Replay the World Baseball Classic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, this gets us right into Matt. What have you been watching?
What am I watching? Watching, watching, watching. What are we watching? What are we watching?
It does kind of dovetail because, like I said, I've been moving, so I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to watch like Monarch Godzilla, which I would love to watch, or like the new Ted, I hear is pretty good. But while I've been eating dinner, I've been putting on The Dinosaurs on Netflix, the Steven Spielberg produced dinosaur documentary. And I've been loving that. I'm only a couple episodes in, but just like the way they introduce dinosaurs and they kind of work as like characters and they immediately make you empathize with their struggles and then they kill them off in the span of 5 minutes. Like George R. R. Martin could learn a thing or two from.
May I admit something embarrassing when you said dinosaurs?
You don't believe in dinosaurs?
You don't believe in dinosaurs. You believe in the Illuminati.
Also, you know the Earth is flat, right?
Well, I knew that.
Okay.
Because obviously you don't fall off if you're on Australia.
Gravity is also part of the government. It's a weapon of the government. Aside from that, I thought when you were saying dinosaurs, I was like, not the mama. I was so jazzed.
Oh, you know what's funny is as I was watching this, I'm like, I do need to rewatch Dinosaurs with Earl Sinclair. And not the mama. That was, and you know what's funny about that show is the way it ends. Like it has to end with all the dinosaurs dying, but that's such a lighthearted, funny show.
It's like MASH.
Yeah, it's exactly like MASH, where at the end it's spun in. There's no survivors.
What if they just had them also in a helicopter riding off into the...
But the actual show you were watching sounds fantastic, by the way.
It's really good, and it's all like CG. Sometimes the CG is mind blowing. Sometimes it's weird. It's like you're watching like old Beast Wars episodes. It's like weirdly unfinished, and I don't know if they like rushed it or they had a deadline. But sometimes the CG is just so, and like the little dinosaur. I'm still early in, so the dinosaurs are still like feathery and small and cute. But they're just, I've been really enjoying it. And Morgan Freeman narrated it, so you can't go wrong.
Oh, sure.
It's the voice of God.
Does anybody have a favorite Beast Wars Transformer?
Rat Trap?
Oh, good choice.
Rat Trap.
I like T-Rex Megatron.
Yeah.
And Cheetor.
Oh, Cheetor. He was kind of the... Oh, no, I'm thinking of...
He's like
who
a
was the
new
tiger?
character, right?
Well, one of them was like the wild card, right? Where he wasn't really good or bad. He was kind of a...
There was like
sides.
one or two rogue ones, but Rat
Yeah.
Trap's a really good choice. Ben's like, Beast Wars, great. Have fun, guys.
I didn't...
You didn't watch Beast Wars?
I didn't go...
Enjoy the mushrooms.
This was before Ben and I met. Otherwise, I totally would have...
I didn't go into Beast Wars at all. I wasn't even really into Transformers at all.
There are things
Okay,
to say.
Moving on. Paul, what have you been watching?
Me, I've been rewatching random episodes of Toast of London. Can you hear me, Clem Fandango? Yes, I hear you.
Good old Matthew Berry.
If you're a fan of Matthew Berry,
New York City.
A succulent Chinese meal.
New York City. I don't remember
Really are.
what he did at the Oscars. I really wanted him to
Burger King.
love rewatching that show and how ridiculous it is, and the idea of this once successful actor doing this voiceover and becoming this wild character where he's like trying to be helpful with people in the neighborhood, specifically women that he wants to sleep with, and she's like, oh yeah, just moved in with my boyfriend, and he's like, fuck off, and just like drops the fish tank and walks away.
I have seen that clip. I was trying to figure out what show you're talking about, and I've seen that clip.
It's a fantastic show. I can help you find these episodes if you're willing to watch
because you have to
on a laptop.
Paul is...
You have to sail the seven
or
seas a little
phone.
bit. Is what
Paul
you're
is
saying.
winking and nudging very hard.
Yeah, it's that kind of show. You have to. You can't just put that one on the old BBC player or whatever they call it.
Oh, if you have BritBox, it might be available.
okay.
I wouldn't doubt that. And then quickly, I just want to mention, I think I've talked about this before. There's this documentary called The Other Dream Team, and the movie centers around, to a degree, the 1992 bronze medal winning Lithuanian Olympic team. They had just been they liberated themselves from Russia, the USSR. They were under rule of the Iron Curtain, etc. for, I think, from like 1939 until 1991 or two. The Grateful Dead sponsored this team. You hear about the history of Lithuania, how proud they are about basketball. It's amazing. Matt, please, if you have a question.
Can we go back to the Grateful Dead part of that?
Yeah, they heard about the plight of this team and these men that were trying to get to the Olympics as the country was completely broke. And the Grateful Dead were like, great, here's like boxes and boxes of tie-dye shirts with flaming skeletons dunking basketballs that say Lithuania in giant like
Was that their
rock
uniform?
font.
Was that what they wore?
They wore them around, and then their actual uniform for games was like a lot more basic. They would travel around with the Grateful Dead and Bill Walton and shit, and Bill Walton and a bunch of these basketball legends are part of this whole thing, and Lithuanian people that were part of, heads of state and stuff like that. But it's a really inspiring and incredible movie. It's a 5-star movie to me, and it's one of those movies that reminds you to a degree of the harsh reality that during our lifetime, this guy Sarunas Marcellonis defected from, you know, the USSR, Lithuania, that part of the world, went into a grocery store with like Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway, and if you know basketball guys in the early 90s, Golden State Warriors, they walked into a grocery store and he was like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I... And he had never been in a situation where you're not rationed food or that you can walk into, and he apparently broke down and cried because the level of abundance and that he could just do what he wanted with his money was beyond his comprehension.
Freedom.
And it's just a really fucking incredible movie, and it zips right by. Has a nice run time. Similar to another movie we're going to talk about today. Ben, what have you been watching?
I just want to briefly talk about the movie that everyone's talking about in the world, which is Project Hail Mary.
Please don't be too brief.
I don't want to give too much away. And I also feel like I always fear the risk of overhyping something. But I'm just going to talk about my experience because I feel like I've very rarely had a movie, especially recently, movie experience where I felt like, oh, this is made for me. And that is how I felt watching it and still feel, and have gone on deep dives into how it was made and a lot of the practicals. And I'm obsessed. It's just something that I think it's a very special, singular thing. I loved the book, and I like the movie maybe in a different way because it's an adaptation, and I love the adaptation. As most people already know, the puppetry, and we talked about my play on here, The Time Machine, and the work that me and Burris and we all put in on that. And I felt a strong connection to the movie because of that as well. And I know it's weird. I know who the puppeteer is before the movie like even came out. I knew the puppeteer, and I'm just so excited. He's a Broadway guy. He does a lot of puppets on Broadway. And he's also the voice in this. And the fact that Phil Lord and Chris, it's basically a two-hander. The movie is basically like Ryan Gosling and this puppet. And the fact that they felt comfortable enough to not re-record him with some big name is incredible to me. And I'm like, so like for Phil Lord and Chris Miller to draw that line, and for producers to be like, okay, that's huge. You're basically saying this movie is Ryan Gosling's to carry marketing wise, and we believe in this actor and puppeteer and character is the way to go, even though he's not anyone who will recognize.
It seems like that doesn't really exist much anymore. Like movie star concept, go. And I'm so glad to hear that this seems to have been really successful. Matt, have you seen it?
I have. And I loved it. Absolutely.
I haven't.
Oh, really? Oh, it's, I mean, you have the choice down here to see it in like 70 millimeter, which, I mean, I saw it standard because we don't have a lot of options in Seattle, but the big IMAX theater just closed recently, which is a real tragedy. But if anyone hasn't seen it, highly recommend on the biggest screen you can see it. It's just phenomenal. It's so good. And like Ben was saying, like the puppetry, like at no point did I feel like I was watching like a one-man show because the puppet feels so alive. And I think part of that is because, like you were saying, the puppeteer is doing the voice. They're actually doing that live. There's no, you know, they're not doing this after the fact. It's not done in post. This isn't a CG character that he's talking to. It's really good.
And like real quick so we can move on, but we've talked about this on the program, especially when we like our MJ episode where we talked about the second that you invest in using practicals on set, you're inevitably giving more attention to everything because it's longer. You're giving yourself more challenge. You can't say we're going to fix that later. Like you're going to fix it now. And I think that
it's in camera.
And you use this a lot. The give a shit meter in this movie is really fucking high.
Okay.
And you can tell Chris Lord you can tell they come from animation in such a positive way.
Yeah. I mean, coming from that medium, animation, and fostering things along in that medium too. So Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, special thing. The Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie, special thing. So I like the idea too that it sounds like these are fully fleshed characters in a fully fleshed relationship, like through this like journey or this adventure. This is the thing I'm getting from you two also, is that it's like Spielbergian. There's an adventure to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely heart to it. Like, yeah. It's a powerhouse. That's a good one.
Okay, I think I'm going to go this weekend. On that note, we probably do need to talk
Yeah.
about the movie.
We should move on.
Archaeology is the search for fact.
God, come on! No, wait. Excedrin is, the X. No, Speed. No, wait. Oh, Orange County. It's brought to us by Scott Rudin, MTV, Paramount. It was from 2002. It's PG-13. It's an hour and 22 minutes. It's a comedy coming-of-age film. Like, there's a dramedy aspect, too. Budget was $18 million estimated. That's $32.5 million adjusted. Opening weekend was 1/1/1, 2002.
Not
15
Not a lot of belief throwing it in January.
Throwing it in January is kind of a rough deal. I remember being able to get this that early on in that summer on DVD. This was one of the rare movies I bought before I saw.
Too long.
I don't think it did either. We're going to get to that because the opening weekend it did pretty well. 15 million, 27.1 adjusted. Final gross in North America was 41, 74.1 million adjusted. Final gross worldwide was 43.3, that's 78.3 adjusted. So it did pretty well.
Shabby.
Do you think that's the beginning rise of the Jack Black effect?
I do. I agree. Yeah.
Because he wasn't the star of this, but I feel like he did move some tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was, was it post Tenacious D, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
Absolutely.
and we've talked, like, he is so quotable. Like, his character throughout this is like,
This movie in general, if you Ben, I will eat your face.
The Lithgow just.
As a fellow five, if you need to project Project Hail Mary, just call me your John Lithgow. We
right
got
there
you
with
with our five head. Matt tried to do it too. No, Matt.
Oh, man.
You're not too close.
I got a bit of a.
You're not as close as you think.
No.
well, I could show you guys something.
Oh. For the listeners, Ben was not removing his hat.
There is no hat. Other releases this weekend, they were scared of this movie, though. They dumped it, but they were scared of it. Weekend top 5, A Beautiful Mind, the movie. Is it? The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, this movie, Ocean's 11, and The Royal Tenenbaums.
That's pretty. Those are all like Christmas releases, probably.
That's some tough competition. Yeah, they were
Absolutely.
probably around for a while.
Yeah, they had been hanging around, absolutely. Other films from 2002, Insomnia, the American Chris Nolan one. Autofocus, American Psycho 2, Collateral Damage, I See You, Derailed, Bubba Hotep. Listen to our episode.
With Stimson Sneed.
And Rollerball with Chris Klein from 2002.
Is this the LL Cool J Rollerball?
You betcha.
All right.
Yes! I was hoping that's what you nobody talks about.
Finally.
The jumpsuits, like when suddenly everything was the same jumpsuits they wear in X-Men. Like everyone in those like
Just all
sci-fi
black.
movies are all just wearing those like really boring looking jumpsuits.
But it would probably be awesome to take something out of like Jack Black's Advil bottle, his Aleve bottle,
And watch
like,
Rollerball.
and watch Rollerball from 2002. The letterboxd average of this movie is 3.1. Follow us, won't you?
I'm at Run BMC.
I'm at Paul Axe Badley. Matt, do you have a letterbox?
I do. I am at A Risen Ape.
Ebert and Roper, they were split on this one. Rotten Tomatoes was a 47%, 61 popcorn. Meta was 48, 6.1 user. Major award wins and nominations. It won an MTV award, which is weird.
Go figure.
That's like the meme of Obama giving himself the medal.
The MTV movie won an MTV Movie Award.
Yeah.
Breakthrough Male nomination.
Was that for
For
Jack
who?
Black?
It was for Colin Hanks.
Really?
wow.
So Jack Black wasn't even...
Interesting. Well, speaking of people, let's talk about him. Director of this movie is named Jake Kasdan. He directed Red One, which I saw in the movie theater and wish I hadn't. Sex
play.
Tape, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story.
I did like that.
And also he did all the Jumanji movies, right?
I believe he has.
And he wrote Solo, which is ironic because his dad is Lawrence Kasdan.
He did work on Solo, didn't he?
He was one of the screenwriters, I think.
Yeah. I think you might be right.
Writers Mike White, who did School of Rock after this, which is Chef's Kick. Chef Kicks?
Chef's Kick.
Kick that chef!
Kick Chefs, The Good Girl, and Despicable Me 4. Really?
I thought it was such a weird outlier when AI made this sheet and added that.
And you didn't double cross check it.
No.
Like, that sounds right.
Yeah.
What's funny is,
AI wouldn't just lie.
and we'll talk about this more later, but like watching this after now having watched 3 seasons of White Lotus, you can see a trajectory for Mike White in his
See the
storytelling.
juice is flowing, starting
Yeah.
to form.
Music, Michael Andrews, Bad Teacher, Bridesmaids, Donnie Darko.
Oh, another soundtrack.
Another time capsule. Cinematography, Greg Gardner, Men in Black 2, Biker Boys, and Elf, which is great. Producers, Scott Rudin, Marcy X, David Gale, Coach Carter, Van Toffer, Election, Scott Aversano, Safe House, and some other people. Yeah.
Skylar Fisk, the third one. Her character's name was not Kyle, it's Ashley.
Yeah.
Is that AI? Are we seeing the limit of?
Nope.
Oh, that's just directly.
That's
I'm
weed.
just a liar.
Weed.
Oh, okay. That's pot GPT.
What happens if you had what if you had an AI?
Don't
and you're
be
like,
Sora.
You're like, okay, I'm going to ask you questions, but I want you to act like you're really stoned.
Wait, what'd you ask me to do?
Like, give me all of the wrong answers. Colin
You gonna
Hanks.
pass those nachos?
Let's go get lit and jump off the roof of my house. Colin Hanks plays Sean.
Pick up the phone.
Sean.
House Bunny.
Sean.
Nobody. Sean Brundleman. Who are you?
Shane Brainerd.
Brainerd. Yeah.
It's Shane Brainerd's transcript.
Guys, I got into Stanford.
Well, and it's Fran Kranz from Cabin in the Woods.
The House Bunny. Sean Brundleman. The House Bunny, Nobody Too Untraceable. Jack Black plays Lance, The Holiday, Tropic Thunder, The Cable Guy. They're both in Jumanji.
And King Kong.
Shyler Fisk plays Ashley, The Best of Me, Restless, Snow Day. Catherine O'Hara, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
One of the best. Cindy, Monster House, Dick Tracy, and Best in Show. Listen to our Best in Show episode with the great Sarah Coates. John Lithgow plays Bud. He's in Interstellar.
I believe so. I've never
he
seen the
Interstellar?
movie.
You've never seen Interstellar?
I've never seen Interstellar.
Do we have 3 hours we could pause?
Yeah, hold on, pause.
This is a common
And
reaction to that.
We're back. We just watched Interstellar.
So what'd you think?
We had a conclave.
I don't
It
think...
went well.
Oh,
Was
he
he in?
is. He's his father-in-law who watches the kids. Okay, we got there.
Okay.
Conclave, which is phenomenal. And Johnny Skidmarks. What AI shit is that?
It's just raising Cain, this thing.
This is John Lithgow's Mount Rushmore right here. These are his...
We're going to leave you on a cliffhanger.
Interstellar misspelled. Conclave and Johnny Skidmarks.
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Tom Skerritt stars in it with Harry Dean Stanton.
Dinstanyan. Brett Harrison plays Lonnie. Hero Mode. Deal. Cost of Living. Kyle Howard plays Arlo. Baby Geniuses. A movie I never want to watch again.
One of your faves.
House Arrest and Skeletons. RJ Knoll plays Chad. Crimson Tide. Good movie. Major Pain. Good movie. Devil in a Blue Dress. Good movie. Mike White plays Mr. Burke. Zombieland. Gentleman Broncos. And The D Train. The amount of these movies I've not heard of. Lily Tomlin, the best, the greatest. Charlotte plays from 9 to 5. The Player. 80 for Brady.
Real quick note about Mike White. Also from Survivor.
Oh, that's right. He was in...
And he's like fucking ripped.
Is
He's
he
also like I've ran into him randomly a few times. He's such a nice guy.
Isn't he
really sweet?
Did I make up he's back on Survivor for the 50th?
I don't think you are making that up. I think
Okay.
that's accurate. Well, it's time for fun facts like that one.
Fun facts, everybody. It's fun fact time.
So this is always my favorite part. Well, let's see. Well, this is another comedy with a stacked cast. It has such a stacked cast. Where'd they all come from?
Yeah.
So, including in no particular order, Kevin Kline, Jane Addams, Ben Stiller, Harold Ramis, Gary Marshall, Lizzie Kaplan shows up. Leslie Mann, Nat Faxon, and the former host of the short-lived Chevy Chase show. I don't know what his name was.
That show sucked.
Was it as bad as the Dana Carvey show?
No, Dana Carvey show was kind of
amazing.
awesome, man.
Are you
Thank
kidding?
you, Matt.
I know. Have you seen the clip of?
Matt and I are both ready.
Whoa!
Have you seen the clip?
Interstellar was one thing, but
Have you seen the clip that's like an advertisement for a very emotional episode of Home Improvement? Where he's like, I don't want to die, Dad. He's like, watch this very emotional Home Improvement episode followed by the Diet Mug Root Beer presentation of the Dana Carvey
That was right,
show.
because every episode was sponsored by a different...
Like a different like Pepsi product.
The
for a
Mug
while.
Root Beer, Danny...
It's the Diet Mug Root Beer.
Very specifically.
What? Yeah, they couldn't even get the full sugar Mug Root Beer to sponsor the
We
show.
want the boba and the hookah, damn it.
You gotta have all three. It's all about
It's the triumvirate.
The hookah, the sugar, the boba.
In this movie, every copy of Sean's book that you see, the manuscript, is actually a copy of the movie script that they're holding. Do you think they read off of it? Like, I don't know my lines. I'm just going to...
It's weird, though, because like a book is not formatted like a screenplay. So if they ever accidentally got...
If they showed it on camera, it was...
Yeah.
If you watched the Blu-ray, the Shelf Help episode of Orange County, you would see it. Jack Black and writer Mike White, speaking of, were neighbors as this was being written. And Mike White wrote the part of Lance specifically for Jack Black. Surprisingly, the role of Lance includes very little improvisation. I would not have guessed that. It did feel like a lot of Jack Black just riffing.
Yeah.
Notably, though, Lance removing his socks before jumping in the pool was improvised, and that is a great moment.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
And then he does the little Luigi and Mario 2 jump into the...
Sean! I'm going to Mexico, little buddy.
Justin Long was also considered for the role of Sean.
I could see that.
I could totally see that. Colin Hanks, who eventually got the role, was 25 years old, playing 17.
I will say, I think Justin Long may be at this time, because I think of like Galaxy Quest, I think he may be a little too nerdy for Sean. Because Sean's supposed to be like
Sean's
a surfer.
supposed to be a surfer kid who became an aspiring writer.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I get the aspiring writer kid with the Colin Hanks thing. I don't as much get the surfer kid.
Well, they
of
spike
it
his
all.
hair up a little bit. Did
Oh
you catch
shit!
that?
Maybe I didn't pick that up. I always when his hair is
back.
pushed back.
It's pushed. It's not. It's pushed back.
He has it pushed back.
He used to be a real piece of shit.
It seems like it.
I just think the baby thinks that people can't change.
Let him hold
Baby
the kid.
looked at me.
And then, this is real movie magic stuff here. None of this movie was filmed in Orange County.
Whoa.
Holy shit!
The movie is called Orange County.
Well,
Is that allowed? Are they allowed to
also,
do that?
just so you know, none of Interstellar filmed in interstellar space.
None of it was filmed in interstellar space.
What the
It was not
shit?
filmed in Tau Ceti or wherever it was.
Matt, would you like to give without looking? Don't look at.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to give a shot at your own log line, or would you like to read it straight from the?
You know
thing?
what? I'll give it a shot. I feel like I'm 0 for 2 in past experiences.
Well, that's
in
why we
these.
give people the option now.
I do appreciate the chance for redemption. I'm going to give it a shot, okay? You tell me how close I am. I'm going to say former surfer kid and now aspiring writer suffers a transcript mishap and has to go through great lengths enlisting family and friends to right the wrong to get into the school of his dreams. How close
That's
was I?
so
I think
much
that
better.
Yeah, because that actually explains the
Way
problem of the movie. The actual logline is a guidance counselor mistakenly sends out the wrong transcripts to Stanford University under the name of an overachieving high schooler.
What?
Okay, so now what?
Was that AI? I feel like that's missing most of the...
Yours
of
was
the movie.
way, way, way better.
Can we
way better?
replace it with... I mean, I don't like to talk myself up, but I do think mine was better.
I had to triple check this that actually was the log line.
Triple like a triumvirate,
Like the triumvirate.
which we have to take a break now.
We'll be back after this, and we will play Chinophile.
Another file?
The following is a Reviewuniverse approved message. Young people from all over the globe are joining up and subscribing to guarantee a better Reviewuniverse future. We've just begun to produce what the hosts are calling Big Help, or the Review Shelf Help. It's an ugly show, a physical media sycophant fandom show, a show as hostile as well as overwhelmingly, confusingly positive about physical media and helping you decide what belongs on your shelf. If you'd like to know more, listen to our surprise sneak episode celebrating the 60th American football champions of the world, Seattle Seahawks, and tune in to our upcoming and exclusive channel that will have shelf help episodes of Under Siege, Kindergarten Cop, Clueless, Starship Troopers, and even more. Would you like to know even more? Then keep listening. Like, share, and subscribe to the Review wherever you listen, and assist in the rapid expansion of the Reviewuniverse.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Back to the program.
You don't like tech companies making movies?
I was pretty on board for
When I saw the
Craig.
I know.
I was pretty on board for Craig being Bond. I'm not at all for there being a 6'7" Bond. Hey everyone, we're back. The Triumvirate has reconvened.
I think that's right.
That sounds
Any and all are fine, but your You're in a good place. Everyone, we're going to play Cinephile. Can I explain it?
Please.
I get so excited because I don't get to do it very much. We're going to play a round of Cinephile. I'm going to extend some cards to Matt. Matt is going to take a card. It'll have a picture, a depiction of an actor, that actor's name, a movie they've been in. That's Matt's freebie. It's then going to go to Ben. He'll say the name of a movie that person was in, then me. The first person who cannot will explain their first experiences briefly with this movie and their current experience
Briefly.
with this movie. Briefly-ish. We don't get to see each other. We see each other enough.
Brevity is the soul of tits.
You know, I might as well just start. What? I might as well just start talking about my first experience because I have the worst track record with this. It's like, I feel like I could play this game normally, but you put a microphone in front of me and it's like, has Robert De Niro been in any other movies?
I can't think of anything other than Joker.
Just hide and seek. That was it.
All right, let's see how this goes. All right, we got...
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
be amazing.
Oh, man. We got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
We got Jake Gyllenhaal, and the freebie is Nightcrawler.
I'm going to go Donnie Darko. We've done this
Source
one before.
code.
Sometimes I doubt
Zodiac. Was he in that?
sparkle motion.
He was. I'm going to say Enemy.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
I'm going to go... Yeah, no. I could name you 30 Jake Gyllenhaal movies outside of the context of this, but my brain draws a blank.
Yeah. Didn't you see The Bride very recently?
I saw The Bride very recently. I saw The Bride like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Directed by his sister, and he's in that. Yeah. I'm just telling you, man. I don't know what happens to my brain when it comes to this game.
It's pressure. It happens to all of us.
We did draw this not that long ago, as Ben had said, and I said Spider when I was thinking of Enemy.
Yeah. He said Spider, and I took a second. I went, do you mean Enemy?
Nope.
No, I meant Spider.
Did any of us say Donnie Darko?
I did.
He said Donnie Darko.
Okay, yeah.
Which was my ace in the hole when I saw this. I'm like, all right, I'm going to say Donnie Darko. I'm going to keep this going several rounds. And then he said it. I'm like, oh, man.
I had a couple more in the back chamber, but let's.
October Sky was my last one. I had nothing else.
I had Jarhead. And
He's been in so many movies. I don't know why I just can't.
Matthew, tell us about Orange County.
I was trying, we mentioned this yesterday as we rewatched this, pretty deep, but I think this, if not the first, this is one of the first movies you and I saw together
I think
in theaters.
it's very possible, yeah.
We're
I
going
think
deep
it
into
could've
the
been.
annals, though. Either
Yeah.
way.
Because we had seen Saving Silverman, I think, on VHS. And
Another Jack Black classic.
another Jack Black classic. And we were like, oh, we got to go see this one. And there was a huge marketing blitz at the time. That's what I remember. MTV. I would watch a lot of MTV because I was a cool kid. I watched music videos.
I watched Cribs.
You know someone's cool when they have
When they
tell-
say
when they
that they're
tell
cool.
you, I'm
That's how
a-
you know they're cool.
Yeah.
That's
I watched Rock and Jock. I did.
I watch The Real World.
I did watch TRL every day. That was like a thing for me.
Sure.
But
Not to be corn.
But there was a huge marketing blitz for it, and I remember like that Foo Fighters song that's on the soundtrack, the one that was everywhere at the time. And yeah, I remember seeing the movie in theaters, and I remember this was another one, much like we talked about on the Big Lebowski episode, where after you and I saw this kind of became our vocabulary, the quotes in this movie for just months maybe our whole sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Was pretty much just quoting this movie at each other across like a crowded lunch cafeteria.
And it wasn't just us. I feel like it was.
No, it was like everybody.
It was like huge in our. It just was huge in our generation. People were. Just
It was like a whole lexicon sprang forth for our graduating class in this movie, which is another thing. Like, do kids have that experience now?
You want me to get naked and start the revolution?
Start the revolution? I'll take that as a maybe.
I heard your cousin's friends with Britney Spears.
Best friends.
So
I love the Foley and the audio stings through this movie. It's so gorgeous.
I knew you were a big Butterfly fan.
Yeah, which is good because they play it not once,
3 times.
not twice, thrice. The triumvirate of Butterfly in
times.
this movie. Yeah, I remember seeing it in theaters, and I remember quoting it endlessly. I remember laughing nonstop.
So you would have given it how many?
I'd say,
Out of 5.
At the time, I think I would have given it like 4 surfboards out of 5. Surfboards.
Okay. Now we just rewatched this. We rented this movie from Be Kind Video.
Be Kind Video.
Not a sponsor.
Nice. Okay.
But a great place to go. Anytime I'm in Burbank, California, Be
they have-
Kind Video.
Did they have a Blu-ray?
They unfortunately did not. That's what
Okay.
we were looking
We
for.
watched it on DVD, which I would love to watch it on Blu-ray. But yeah, rewatched it. I expected it to be a time capsule, and it was. We talked about that. It's very of its time in some ways, especially the 3 butterfly sequences and the clothes and everything. 2000s was a weird time for all of us. I was surprised by how well the writing holds up. And of course, we know Mike White now.
Yeah.
White Lotus and everything. There's a real heart to it. There's a real, the themes of like you're feeling like you don't fit in your hometown, but realizing it's where, it's what made you. Do you do half star? Is this a half star kind of pod?
You can do more than a half star. You can do the quarter star.
We can get fractional. Well, I'm not going to go crazy. Oh, me personally.
Just quarter. You can do quarter.
Is this like a third timer kind of thing? Like you've unlocked?
It's an SNL third time.
Do I get a jacket?
We let guests do. It's our Liberty rule. You can do quarter rating system.
You don't get a smoking jacket, but you can smoke.
Maybe my 5th time.
That's what opens up on the 3rd time.
Well, that's fair. I mean, that's why I brought the hookah filled with boba tea.
Smokers welcome. Yeah.
What if we were just doing this whole podcast while smoking hookah?
Or just the whole time, you hear the bubbling of the. But yeah, I mean, just like the writing, like and the cast. I mean, some of the performances, especially, like some just out of nowhere, just amazing. Kevin Kline, and John Lithgow, eat your face, just so good. And I think I would give it 3. I'm teetering 3.5 or 4 big old hats that go.
Nice. Let's say 3.75.
You want to
go? Can I say 3.75?
Yeah,
if I've earned that kind of fractional increment, then I'm going to say 3.75. Big ol' hats that go.
Great.
That delivery is so gorgeous.
And he's never looking.
Talk to the hand. Sure, this is talk to the hand.
When you watch that, were you like, is this what it feels like to drive with me?
But with less
eyes on
noise.
the road. You drip in the Visine in his eyes.
He's never looking at the road.
He never once looks at the road.
He's just like,
I got all these ideas.
A cigarette.
Yeah.
Like
a fucking shirt that says like loser.
Talk to the hand.
As much as he vamps between loser and talk to the hand, he's just going forever. It's amazing.
And they're just like, he's just describing like a store on like
just like any like long, outlet mall, like big dog like shirt, like loser, like
no fear.
Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, like the shops that are open.
I have ideas. I feel like everything Matt said is the same for me. Is like, the last time I remember watching this movie was in your dad's apartment in Sammamish, Washington in whatever time, early 2000s that was. That was the last time I remember ever watching this movie.
Because we did watch it on DVD, I think, a bunch.
Yeah.
I don't know if we owned it and Stimson stole that one as well, but I remember that.
It's possible. I stole this shirt from Frank. But I've always spoken highly of this movie, and, seeing the trajectory of Mike White go to School of Rock, which is so great. And then I love White Lotus. And I think it's so cool to like track this person's career and
no Despicable Me 4 mention though.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen that one either.
It's on my bucket list.
It better be.
Once you cross that one off, you're good to go.
The Mike White cinema
with having only seen the first one, I guarantee you the 4th one's the best. Never seen it.
Does Minions, because there's a Minions standalone, right? Does that count?
Yeah, that's a different thing, right?
That's a whole other.
That's the little all the little yellow guys.
Now, are they going to be in Avengers Doomsday? Do I need to see Despicable Me 4 to understand?
How many crossovers? How many properties can we fit in here?
I was back then, I think because of how much this movie like meant to me, and I think again, I was telling Jess hasn't seen it, but I was like, oh, I think it's gonna have very like, it's gonna be spoke to me, right? It's very like young white boy,
15-year-old suburban
centric.
Well, you kind of had this trajectory where you were an artsy sort in the suburban area that wanted to, you know.
Sure, but I mean, just, you know what I mean? Like that's, and so I was like. So back then I would have given it 4.5. It meant a lot to me. And I was a little concerned going into watching this because I was like, am I going to feel sort of the way that I feel now when I fairly recently like revisited Garden State, where I was like, ooh, is this like too much of like main character syndrome? And
Mary sued your way in.
And I was actually pleasantly surprised where I felt like the movie gives a lot of agency to the female characters and that it's not all woe is me, pity me, I'm so sad even though I'm a rich white kid. And I feel like where the movie comes to, we were saying, like spoilers, we're like, wouldn't they want him to go to Stanford for like so many reasons?
For his family and friends not to want him to do.
as a career trajectory. But, you know, regardless.
They're very selfish people.
Yeah.
But like, and I think they only think in the now. I don't
Sure,
like,
yeah.
Vampire.
But I was pleasantly surprised. I think the writing, like Matt was saying, thematically, everything ties together and like they're all connected. In nothing feels out of place. Even like the B plots feel meaningful to the story. Currently, I'm sitting at 4 butterflies. Come, my lady. You're my sugar pie, honey, baby. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Sorry.
Got to do the whole dance that they do.
get the finger going.
The choreographed dance that
lady,
everyone
come.
knows in this movie except for Sean Brumder.
I feel like this movie, now this is 42 years after I got out of high school.
42
when this movie comes out.
42 is
But-
also the answer to life.
The universe and everything.
Don't forget to bring a towel. There is something about this movie that I think captures the youth experience, especially when you're just like bombarded with whatever level of like culture, where Butterfly is just like, I can't escape it. The high school, the college, anywhere I go.
Expectation,
And that was real at the
outside
time.
pressure.
That-
And anywhere I go, people are the same. Whether I leave home or not, people are the same. And I will say too, in terms of excellence in casting, because my one thing is like, I don't know if you can get a perfect Sean Brumder. Like I wasn't acting at this point, and I had aged out of it.
Well, you were, this is 42 years after.
Yeah. So I was in my 60s, but only my 60s at that point. But you know, Colin Hanks does an admirable job, but that's a really difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack Black is amazing. Catherine O Hara is amazing. Kevin Kline playing Marcus Skinner, instant respect.
Oh, yeah.
As a young person watching movies and my family giving their input on things, this guy's one of the really good ones. And I totally agree with that still to this day. I just rewatched In and Out too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Still mostly holds up. Like, pretty fucking solid movie. Way to go, Frank Oz. So I saw this movie right after it came out on DVD, loved it, bought it. I think I bought it without seeing it first, which was very rare for me. I think I've only done that a handful of times in
Blind
life.
buy.
Yeah, just based on like all these people being involved in what some people I think were saying, and just loved it. Got it on Blu-ray at a point. I don't know how many times I watched this in the first 8 years or so it was available. And it was like 4.5 piss cups for me. Like where there's just a couple things. There's a day for night for where they're surfing,
yeah.
and it's like pretty
Ben
rough.
pointed that out when we were watching it.
That's pretty rough. A lot of the CG, like the CG fire and stuff, is like good. Like a lot of the little touches of CG work really well in the movie.
Waves.
Yeah, and this is arguably one of the more grounded movies we've ever done. That's the big thing that I walk away from with this, where I'm like, man, this feels so real. The way that people are just like irrational, or how like trying to control people, and how that's just really an illusion. Just like the big thing for him is just like, take the ride, man. You've got plenty, as Kevin Kline says, to write about.
That's the grist for the mill.
Yeah.
It's everything around
Also, it's also just, it's shot so well outside of the day for night thing. I love some of the intentional like canted shots and dollies and Dutches, and
The Dutch.
We were marveling at the Duchess.
it's
like, I
lit
remember that.
beautifully. I love the soundtrack. I'm still at 4.5 piss cups. I think this
Nice.
movie, and the quotability, I've been trying to not pile on too much with that, because I could do that too.
Oh, please.
But I still say, like, I was playing basketball not too long ago, and you're supposed to say, I'm playing 21, you're supposed to say everybody's score before you shoot a free throw. And, you know, I'm like, 6'7". Oh, that is my height. That is neat.
That is
like,
neat.
I still, Joe, I run from the flames. Like,
Just took my pants off. So
All
I
right,
run faster.
you love him. He loves you. Now get in the Bronco.
when he's doing like a Cyrano de Bergerac moment at that time,
Yeah.
it's so great that like this character that like has been like a fuck up the entire, that's like his redemption moment. And it's so
when he's
beautiful
seducing
that
or when he's doing
I mean,
the,
legend.
or when he, when he's telling him,
But
tell her
when
you're
he's, like,
sorry.
Like, just
Tell her you love her.
fucking admit that you were wrong, be the bigger person, and like, let's fucking go.
And I think that like again speaks to where I was like, oh, this movie's actually more emotionally mature than I remember.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of kind of throwaway teen comedies around that time, and I feel like this sort of got lumped into it. And I think maybe MTV kind of wanted it to, but I think it does have that sort of, it does have a more grounded kind of
It's way more
center to
grounded.
it.
You're right. It's way more grounded and emotionally mature than almost most of the teen comedies that came out in that time frame.
For sure.
Matt had mentioned something off mic of seeing like Batman and Robin and being like, well, I'm a grown up now. Fuck this. Like
There goes
watching
my whimsy.
this movie, I had teachers that were similar to like, yes, William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Chocolat, Demolition Man,
Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Listen to our Waterworld episode.
Like sometimes, depending on the room, and never is this really the case, but sometimes you're like, why am I smarter than this adult or at that time? And those people still exist. So there's a level of validation that I feel like I got from this movie of like, these are all kind of like Tanya is a personality that exists.
Oh yeah.
Skylar, Ashley. I've known a few Jack Blacks.
I feel like
in life.
Tanya.
We know a few Jack.
I feel like Tanya were so many people we went to high school with.
Yeah, we went to school with a lot of Tanyas. I
lot
mean,
of
and we had a lot of
Skyline
those teachers, and we had a lot of
Yeah.
I do think just that feeling of you don't really belong in your surroundings, or feeling like
Correct. It's very awkward, and I almost did this as fingers because never, if I have a breath in my body, will you get into Stanford? Watch your fingers.
Watch your fingers.
Masterful timing. Masterful.
We
That's so good. Is that Gary Marshall? Did we
It
figure out
is.
that's who that was? That was yeah.
And last thing I'll say,
Yeah.
I watched this on Pluto. Way too many commercials. Presentation was very good.
okay. Pluto. All right, 4.5, 4, and a 3.5.
Well, 3.75.
3.75. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get to starting the movie.
Start the movie! Start the movie! Start the movie!
And now, a feature presentation.
Let's go. Let's dance.
A movie with
Let's have a
narration.
great time and
That you
make
like.
threes
And there's so much about Colin Hanks in this movie that works. There's some things that, again, like I was saying, Matt, his hair was spiked, and it's just like, yeah.
Clearly, he's a surfer kid because his hair.
We
is
were
up.
saying though he does a similar, like he freaks out well like his father.
He has
He
the
does.
exact second gear as Tom Hanks when he hits that neurotic gear.
Lance, there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, which is exactly like
Because you're a
moron. That's what you do after high school. He does. He has that same.
He has a relatability to it. Like, I feel like at the times that I was allowed to, or when I could keep my shit together and do it at a higher level, that was how I crashed out at that age.
Yeah. But we see him discover this book on the beach, Straight Jacket. And so he's telling the story, right? He's writing this letter about how it like changed his life, and he read
to
it
the author.
50 times in a summer, and he decided that
Put the hair down. It took the hair from up
to a really bad bowl cut.
of its time.
Dude, the haircuts in this movie, and I like that they are kind of like real to life. You're looking at a guy who's had a lot of bad fucking haircuts.
The 2000s were a horrible time for fashion.
It's really good we didn't have ample like digital cameras at the time because like my bleached tips and spiky and that would have been a terrible thing
my
to revisit.
Quicksilver visor.
I do remember your Quicksilver visor.
Buddy. I'm going to just let you
and the
guys go.
puka
'cause
shells.
You two sound like something I would have aspired to, so I'm just let y'all go.
We would have fit in nicely in the background in this movie.
Would have been good background characters in this. Yeah, we would have been in the quad where the weird architecture of that school that they filmed this at.
Is that a library or a city?
We looked it up. It's in Pomona.
They do a really wow.
None of it was in Orange County.
They do a really good job of getting it to feel like the school year.
It's a real high school in Pomona.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
that
And I think
wasn't
it's been
sure
in
about.
other movies. I mean, for sure, it's like a.
Maybe it was in Demolition Man. Who knows?
You're right, but like what you're saying, Matt, makes sense. Where it's like it has something about it that's so specific but generic.
Yeah.
Like, I guess is like
Yeah.
we could name almost any movie that takes place in the general SoCal area, and it makes sense.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
Did they film Where did they film Power Rangers? That had a pretty unique look in high school, right?
EXE.
Japan.
Oh, okay.
Most of it was
somewhere else.
footage that was shot in Japan. I don't know what the live,
But no, like the live,
sound
you know, the
stages.
American kids in
when
California.
they were outdoors in parks.
Well, they
It
were
was
at a high
definitely
school.
Southern California.
Yeah, it was
somewhere.
Southern California.
Yeah, you can tell.
32393.
Southern California is so recognizable when you see
Yeah.
those hills in the background, and you're like, "Well, that's
There's only one place
obviously
that looks like
not
that.
France."
when you watch Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street and it's supposed to be in like Ohio or
Yeah,
like
middle
Illinois
America.
and it's like, oh shit, Pasadena. It's so definable.
I think there's a Voodoo Donuts in the background.
Yeah.
It seems like they probably shot because when we see his house life, it feels like this is maybe anywhere suburbs, Southern California. Obviously not Orange
It
County,
does.
but like it could be anywhere. It all
I think to its strength. I
Yeah,
think, 'cause
no,
I
for
think
sure.
I think that's what the movie's trying to do is just be like, hey, everybody's families are difficult. Everybody's families are weird. Every place is kind of like the other place. I think that's what it's trying to say is like, look, man, you can go to college or you can stay. It's not about that. Your trajectory is about you.
Yeah, and and his thing is he thinks he needs to escape the people around him,
Right.
Because he feels like they are pulling him down, and I think thematically the movie ends up going to actually they're pushing you up.
Yeah. Yeah. They're giving him material and content. Like Lonnie passing away, clearly also, this was part of the process of him losing one of his best friends.
I miss Lonnie too.
Yeah. Dude. Hey, me too.
Righteous, me too.
Well, and that moment has one of the stingers of the and it does these stingers like with Straight Jacket of Kevin Kline's voice. Like he has that such specific read me. They use that Foley or those audio stings so well.
Yeah, the funeral for Lonnie though, they're all wearing like beach attire that is black.
But yeah, black. 'Cause
Girls have bikinis, black bikinis.
That's how I assume that goes when a surfer dies, yeah.
Yeah, it was like very casual. It was very. When did the television show The OC?
See,
after
we were
this?
talking about this. This
Right
was
after
It's
this.
right after this.
I feel like
And
this had
Colin
a lot of-
Hanks
Yes.
was in that as well.
This had a lot of. I didn't know that. Must have had a lot of influence. Also,
That's what we were thinking.
does anybody else get the feeling that the book is the movie, is the movie, is the book, is the book, is the movie? Like
You mean Straight Jacket?
Yeah,
The book is...
because it contains the movie, right? But I think part of the narration is like, are we experiencing the adaptation of the book as we're watching the movie?
Interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
I hadn't
but,
considered that.
But it is interesting to consider because like I think we don't get an idea of what Straight Jacket's about other than it being a coming of age story and,
Right.
and capturing what it means to be a high schooler.
Yeah, and his family, like the characters, like it's Kevin Kline mentions.
It's just so sad.
Yeah, the characters more than anything else, and that's what we experience.
Matt had a great second title for this movie, which is Once We Meet His Mom. What would be a good title for this movie?
Well, I mean, this is kind of like jumping to the end, but everything kind of ends in this neatly tied boat. And then if you remember the character where Catherine O Hara's husband, what about Bob? What about
Hey,
Bob?
everybody. Welcome back.
When his head gets hit, and what you're doing to that poor old man?
Are you just banging on the door like Frankenstein? Pills! Pills!
Mom, is Bob okay? Bob's
That's
bleeding.
a really good Bob.
Did you give Bob his pills?
You gotta give Bob his pills!
Pills. Anyone that's seen Wonder shows in with
little,
the
yellow,
Classic.
Mike
different.
White, Jack Black, Ashley, all these people that are being introduced. And like you guys are saying, like Bob, like what about Bob?
What about
all
Bob?
these characters, like we kind of give a shit. Like
Yeah.
we're not really worried about like Kip or whatever, but it's like when
I
Harold
hope Kip
Ramis
dies.
is getting taken away, I'm like, I hope he ends up all right. Like he got involuntarily
the way he looks when
Dude's
he's being
coming
taken.
down off
like,
ecstasy.
R.I.P. to a legend. He's so good. Yeah, he's
Grinding
gritting
his teeth.
And does this feel 2002 to you guys? It cuts to the black.
Oh.
It's the white
Yes,
courier
the font,
font.
yeah.
Cake is playing.
The moment the credits come up, we're like, there's that time capsule.
Right.
Time
Right, okay. So I'm not alone here.
It's like literally, I made for my senior year. I made a movie for my senior project in high
Senior
school,
trip?
and I feel like I used a very similar font,
I think you did,
black,
yeah.
and I used a Sublime song, which but still like
Early in the morning.
very 2000. Like it just felt. This feels iconic for this time period.
I agree. I mean, the soundtrack and the artists involved. This was at the time where I was like, oh, I guess I'm supposed to listen to the Beach Boys to understand some of this. And some of this Brian Wilson stuff comes up in this movie, and it all
California,
just fits so well. Coming of age California situation, and the mom that's so mad about the son leaving home that doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm. And Catherine O'Hara once again is just
oh my god,
a babe, an amazing.
Oh my god,
genius.
She's so hot in this movie. What is it? Just something about her, like, I don't fucking care, like, level is very attractive
and
to me.
Her drunk.
I can fix her.
Right.
Her like drunkenness is so funny, but getting her head of herself.
So good.
The way she talks to
Lupe.
You did. You did.
You took it. You took my Palm Pilot.
You did. Palm Pilot. There's another.
Yeah.
Very
right.
2002 reference.
Wow.
Immediately obsolete technology.
Oh, yeah.
But Colin Hanks is so like respectful and nice to Lupe, like they're friends.
Yeah, and he
speaks Spanish.
Speaks
to her?
Some
'Cause
level
he's
of
worldly.
Spanish, and he's like, "I'm doubling your salary." Apparently, he has this authority. Like,
I mean, it's Bob's money, so
he's also like he's enriching the world around him. It seems so. Like he's vital,
except for when he has his college. He
becomes very selfish.
But when he's told you just apply to Stanford, these are really good numbers, and then when he doesn't get into, like, the whole thing is like this, that's what the movie is like.
I didn't get in.
He's like, he needs to get into Stanford. That's what he wants to do. That's where his favorite author writes or teaches, and like, got to get out of this place. And the whole phone call to his brother.
Oh my God.
Like, Lance, did the mail come? What? The mail.
It's
mail.
Sean. Sean, pick up the phone.
No, I'm Sean.
I'm Sean.
Out. Can you just go out? And the way that Jack Black's like, all right, but you owe me one, buddy.
You owe me,
just
buddy.
to check the mail.
And he stumbles back and knocks over a photo and is like, do I have to turn on your computer?
No, just go outside.
Okay. Does anybody notice when they're talking about Shakespeare that the cursive on the wall behind Mike White is absolutely horrible? It looks
not
like
cursive.
a 7-year-old
It just
wrote
looks
it,
like-
and some of it's like improper. It's
Looks like
very
someone
funny.
who doesn't know cursive trying to write
Correct.
cursive.
But he finds out, he gets home and he gets the mail, and I didn't get in.
I didn't get in.
I want to.
He goes into the second Hanks gear there.
Right.
I didn't get in.
I want to mention too, there's this cut when he finds out the mail's there and he's gonna run
and
home.
He jumps.
And he drops in like fucking Darkman style, but like there's a swish noise and a cut, and it's like there's a level of style there that you can see that this guy's gonna be on a trajectory as a director.
Some of
and
that Kasdan
people
juice flowing.
that will do something like Jumanji.
Sure, like more adventure.
Yeah.
Or like the pedigree of someone who created Indiana Jones or directed Indiana Jones.
Well, he didn't direct it.
Wrote
Indiana
Jones. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't disrespect.
I shouldn't be
Had to
talking about
do.
Indiana Jones with Ben here.
So Bob gets a horrible head injury from like what seemed to be a pretty thick vase like breaking on his head.
He's a very old man.
Do you think
That's-
Bob and Darkman sound similarly? You do Darkman, I'll do Bob. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
It sounded the exact same to me.
Similar
It was like
octave.
phased.
Like, did they just use the Darkman audio for Bob?
Give her the fucking elephant.
Catherine O'Hara finds out that, her son didn't get into Stanford, and she is thrilled about it and like cannot really hide it.
I gotta get out of here. And he's just
I gotta get out of Orange County.
I gotta get out of Orange County. And he's just freaking out. His two burnout friends, like everything just makes him feel like he is better than this. And even his girlfriend, who is great. I think she's great.
Oh, dude,
She's so
amazing.
good to him.
And she looks
Except for
so
maybe
much
the
like
dog
her
thing.
mother.
She
Oh
does.
yeah, Sissy Spacek is her mother, by the way.
I like that he then has to he then is now going to figure out what happened and going to Lily Tomlin and just being
Oh my god,
the whole that's not my numbers. That's not me. That's Shane Bramder or whatever.
Brainerd.
She's like, and the look on her face, like
I like how she doesn't there's no big notice. She's like, oh, she just kind of, her eyes subtly shift.
she's great.
She's so good.
Similar to what Chuck Norris says about Denzel Washington, her eyebrows don't move,
She's- yeah.
but her eyes do.
Put the tape over the
And that's
eyebrows.
master
But
acting.
when you see her inside her head, this is really bad.
Oh, she does a fantastic job. And also the physicality in that moment, when he grabs her, fucking kick him.
Yeah.
And when she does that, it's totally justified.
Code red.
And then
She's
we
running out screaming.
and then we get our first butterfly, which
Yeah.
I'm so glad we
Yep.
get it.
The
through.
first butterfly of the movie.
Which makes sense
multi-butterfly
because
movie.
these cheerleaders are cheerleaders.
They're doing a choreographed dance. Yeah.
Well, true or false, there were songs in life, there may still be that you feel like you cannot escape.
100%.
That song, it was that exact time.
That's
That's why
one
it's so
of
at its
them.
time, because like at school dances, which I went to all the school dances.
Hell
'Cause
yeah,
he was
you
a
did.
cool guy.
I was a cool guy.
Hell
We've
yeah, you
established
did.
this with
Hanging Brainerd.
yeah. but that song was inescapable at the time.
Absolutely.
And we were saying it's just a riff. It's a sampled Red Hot Chili Peppers.
well, yeah.
riff.
The big hook
Basically,
of that
yeah.
song is that guitar, which is just a sample of a Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Because the rap itself is pretty bad.
There's not a lot
It's
going on there.
Pretty bad? Matt, do you think it's pretty bad?
I'd upgrade it to fairly bad. I'm not.
You
I'm
guys
not a
listen to
rap
a lot
expert.
of hip hop because it's abhorrent. It's fucking terrible.
It does. There is the line
music, fucking
"nipple
A.
pierce" in the first like stanza, which is a bold move. Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Let's see how
for
it
him.
works out for him.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of dog is this? Do you think these dogs know they're special?
Do you think?
I'm doing the British voice for the
Yeah.
other guy.
Do you think if we put a little cigarette in his mouth, put a little pipe and a little hat, you can solve crimes? Yeah, I don't know. Moving on.
Now we meet the dad.
So he has to go home to his very rich father and Leslie Mann, his hot younger wife.
Have you been working out?
You've been working
He really
out.
filled out.
Who's
Arm.
getting it on with the gardener?
Yeah,
What the
it was like what the foot fucking his leaf
His
blower.
leaf blower. What the?
You come in with an insane offer, a new gymnasium. I come in with a low ball offer, a new medicine ball.
I will
We
eat
meet
your
his
food.
much younger brother, half brother.
Oh yeah, and his pootie.
yeah. And he delivers the news to his father, Dad, John Lithgow, I want to be a writer. A writer!
You're not
That was a good job.
oppressed. You're not gay.
Dad,
all writers are gay. Well, they're all poor. I'll tell you that.
Which is a great line.
John Grisham, Stephen King.
King.
Three
Three
writers!
writers in the history of literature.
John Lithgow is so good.
So good.
He's absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen, listener, or the two of you, if you can stand like a wacky action movie, we just did Demolition Man recently. John Lithgow in Cliffhanger is something really special.
Yeah.
He's so good in that movie. So Skylar Fisk, Ashley, rescues this insane dog that like tries to bite her face off and rips up what was my dream car at that time.
That was the.
I wanted a Nissan Xterra badly. It had a first aid kit in it. Thought that
It
that car
comes
was the
stock with a
shit.
first aid kit?
It came stock with a first aid kit.
Because it's meant to be like an outdoorsy car. Is that-
It claimed to be.
right, yeah.
I actually really like Lance's Bronco.
Oh,
I do
dude,
like
it's
Bronco.
so sweet.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
It
If
can
only
go.
it were white.
It can get from Orange County to Stanford in 3 hours.
When that happened, and Matt was like, "Is that possible?" I was like, "Not in
No,
any
that's not
capacity."
possible.
Unless
Not
he's
in
go-
a not in a plane is that possible.
Yeah, he'd have
Not
to
in
be
a
going,
Shinkansen.
I'd have to be going like 144 miles an hour.
I don't even
or
think.
something.
I don't even think in that. I think because that's like it takes you like 6 or 7. It takes you like 6 hours to get up there.
You
at
said
least,
or.
right?
And I'm mad. I'm a little disappointed, as John Lithgow is, when Colin Hanks says, "Dad, I don't care about making money." And John Lithgow is so mad. Another great
I
acting
have a
moment.
burst blood vessel in my brain.
And you know what's funny is like that's exactly I feel like my life choice, which my dad was very
Your
supportive.
dad
of.
was John Lithgow.
But no, my dad was supportive of, right? Like my dad
Oh, your dad
let
was
me go to theater school, but like, you know, when you make that choice, you're like, I'm basically making the choice that I don't care about
Yeah,
money.
I'm throwing away any possible financial gain.
Yeah.
Well,
and
and
stability.
his dad comes around. That's the beautiful thing is like clearly Sean probably hasn't really like asserted himself and says like, "Dad, all this making money shit and all this stuff that you say is for me. It's always been for you." Like those are the moments that Colin Hanks really shines when he kind of throws that shit away. He's really great.
You realize that this inciting incident of him not getting into Stanford is the thing that changes everyone's lives for the better.
It does. And he doesn't realize his own personal value. He doesn't believe in it. Everybody around him sees it and he doesn't see it from them and they have to feel like they're going to lose him. It's all about him seeing the love for himself and
It's what brings
outside
his,
of himself
it brings his
for
parents
him.
back together, right? Is like
It's incredible.
They're concerned for him, and they're both like they have these partners who they're so distant from, and have no connection with. She doesn't play tennis.
She's not like you.
Yeah, she's not a good mother.
She's not a good mother. She doesn't play tennis. I love that.
I want to say too, I think it's a really beautiful moment when Skylar Fisk admits to him, like, I prayed that you didn't get into Stanford, and now I'm so sorry.
Because why wouldn't? You know, it's that's her boyfriend. They were going to go. They could go to school together and keep it. But he's so desperate to leave. That's going to hurt her.
And then she says, like, you've completely had blinders on. That would be the end of us. Like, I want to be with, this means something to me. You're special to me. This whole thing is special. And Tanya is the linchpin, apparently, to help him get into Stanford. And the girlfriend and her are like best friends. And the girlfriend brings up
her grandpa,
the fucking janitor too, the janitor hookup. And it does the
Not a great little audio sting there.
Yeah, Tanya is just getting it on with everybody. I miss Lana.
The young, how old was that kid? Like, that didn't seem okay.
She's in high school too.
Well,
I think she's supposed to be like 18. Like, that's one of the things about this movie is, like, it's kind of a horny movie, but compared to, like, I don't know, Animal House or Porky's, is it that horny?
Oh yeah,
no. I mean, that's the thing that I appreciated about it. Actually, it was that it didn't feel American Pie. It didn't feel like it didn't go pornographic at all. Which I'm not saying you can always watch a little bit of porn at work.
You should be able to watch a little porn at work.
It's not about that at all. It's not leading into that kind of comedy at all. It's all about the relationships and the character.
It resonates very hard, and I think it's a difficult thing. Like, not as difficult as Catherine O Hara having sex with Bob 4 times for you.
And then he just gets into her bed. The whole, like, I like that he's and then he's going to bring her grandpa over. The grandpa and the grandma of Tanya are coming over to interview Sean and meet his family. And everything that, like, Lance, I need you to stay in here. Why? Because you're an embarrassment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's just so. Oh, okay.
Catherine O'Hara's like, I'll be good. I'll get dressed. I just need a glass of wine. And Sean's like, okay, got it.
You got
and
it.
she starts getting drunk. And he says, no Meryl Streep impressions. And I don't know about you guys. The thing I wanted to see most in this movie, part of the reason why I came down half a point, is I want to see Catherine Harris, Meryl Streep.
I thought you were going to say something different.
Speaking of.
We just talked about how this is not that kind of movie.
Sorry, yeah. But the whole, like Lance, like, they would have left the second she had a cup of piss in her hand? Question?
One assumes they
would
seem
think,
like
maybe.
the most patient people.
Yeah,
they seem very sweet.
They gave him several chances, but that sequence just kept coming.
Has anyone watched Frasier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seen the episode where the whole big opening sequence is Niles trying to put out a fire from an iron?
I can't speak to an individual episode.
Okay, good for you. But, like,
I've
it's like
seen the concept of
it
Frasier.
ratchets it up in a way that's so uncomfortable and, like, cringe, and, like, you feel like it could be fixed or stopped. Like, I feel like it's executed and edited so well. The one thing that stands out that's kind of weird is that Gary Marshall and the actress that plays his wife stick around for as long as they do, and she swishes around Lance's pee cup. That cup of piss. I need that piss. My parole officer. What did he do?
Sean, have you seen my piss? Which I was saying speaking of the marketing deluge, the trailer for that was, Sean, sorry, have you seen my pants?
Yeah.
Which I thought played even better because he's not wearing pants. He just wanders out in his tidy whities.
Right.
But and then when I saw it, it was like, oh, I kind of like pants better.
So I guess question for you: do you prefer Stranger in the Alps, or this is what happens, Larry, when you fuck a stranger in the Alps?
I am always team Stranger in the Alps. Not only was it a fine Phoebe Bridgers record, but I just think it's a brilliant non sequitur. This is what happens, Larry, when you find a stranger in the Alps.
So his pals, Sean's pals, Lonnie, the surfer group, they show up and crash the party. And Bob starts to crash out, and there's the piss cup, and everything goes crazy. And Bob goes, like, macking me backward in the wheelchair.
It's totally macking me,
fucking car. And Gary Marshall and the wife have had enough. Watch your fingers. And they're out of there. And Sean, like, it starts playing Lay Me Down, the Brian Wilson song, and he just crashes into the pool.
He just right into the pool.
Is this when he's like, where's Bob? Like, goes into Lance, goes, Bob, where's Bob's pills? Bob doesn't have any pills. I sold them.
Oh, that was during the whole sequence. Yeah,
I sold them, and he mixes them up.
Which is funny because Lance was nodding out when we had seen him a few minutes before, and now he's.
But it's an important. It is an important moment because we need to learn about the Excedrin bottle, the Tylenol bottle, and the aspirin bottle, so that it gets to later.
So the pain pills, the the speed.
Ecstasy.
To have that character. And this is to Jack Black's credit. Ben, I'm with you. Like, School of Rock, Matt, I don't know if you feel School of Rock is like a soul perfection. That movie is fucking fantastic.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And this is like, to me, this is like a breath away.
Yeah, it's on its way.
When Jack Black sees that Sean's in the pool and comes running out and takes off his socks and screams, there's a level of drama. It's a funny movie.
Well, yeah.
But like
Brother's about to die.
his give a shit level is very high.
Yeah.
He wants to see his brother succeed in his own like fucked up way and is so like, we got to go up there. We got to go up there right now. You're not taking no for an answer.
You should sue the school. You should sue. Shut up, Lance.
I'll get you there in
But
3
he
hours.
does, I mean, yeah, all his own problems aside, he does seem like a good brother.
I agree.
Sean.
I don't know what he's on parole for.
Yeah, there's some darkness hinted at
drugs,
there.
I assume.
Drugs
You're
or
a burnout
reckless
loser.
driving. Yeah,
I mean,
something.
he also burns down an entire college
He
building.
does.
He's this lovable character who drives like an absolute maniac under the influence of drugs, who's an arsonist.
Who? Paul?
And wants to open a
and
store on
also,
Hollywood Boulevard.
there's a
Same
character
guy.
in this movie that does that as well.
I have these ideas. I have this fucking podcast where I just get on a mic and I just go, boo.
Over and over and over. I'm referring to the movie. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm doing? Listen. Do you think that dog knows it's special? Tell me. They go to the admissions building and Jane Addams is there. Like, this movie is so fucking stacked with people who already were or were on their way to being well established.
Yeah.
Which is funny because as we were watching it, this is another the faulty.
You mind cannon something.
Yeah, the faulty nature of media is I was 100% that was Judy Greer in that role.
Oh, whoa.
And then when it wasn't, I was
I think he
like,
was thinking
did I
of
just
Judy
get Mandela
Greer
affected?
in Arrested Development.
Or adaptation. Yeah, because the glasses and the... Yeah, I could see
like
that.
it's
and
a
the hair
similar archetype of kind of person, but
hair up, glasses down. No, hair down,
Have we
glasses
tried
off, glasses on.
Hair up?
I'll be
There's
right
some
back.
light coming from under the door.
I'll be right back, Sean, with...
The manuscript. I love he pantomimes a manuscript front and back like this.
What is it? I forget. He doesn't. It's not manuscript. It's something.
Register-
so specific.
The registry.
And he, like, his idea is to climb on one of those windows with the...
Not a load-bearing piece of glass at
immediately
all.
breaks,
Like,
yeah.
why would that have ever worked?
So he falls in, and they go to see the dean, the girlfriend, and the boyfriend. What's his name? Colin Hanks and
Sean.
Skylar.
Sean and Ashley.
Ashley.
They go. See, I feel so good. What are your names?
Yeah.
Oh, but they go to see
I like you.
Dean Durkett.
I
We're
like
the same height.
That is neat.
They give him the Excedrin bottle. He's leaving with his family. They're going to Bali.
3 ecstasy, and he's probably never taken this in his life.
I was saying, it was like, do you think, again, if you've never taken any kind of a drug like that before, you would have no context? You would just...
Yeah, would you? You wouldn't think I've been drugged. You just, I don't know.
They'd figure it
feel-
out, but yeah.
I mean, you must at some
assuming he remembers that part of it.
But if you have had drugs like that at some point, you'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm
Someone
on drugs.
clearly dosed
Yeah,
me with
at
ecstasy.
some point, likely if it's not, depending on what it is.
But I do love that.
Dean of admissions.
I'm a bit of a Lance. I can talk about this in
You'd
depth
be like,
if you'd like.
that
Let me
was
punch the mic
Molly
again.
with a hint of LSD.
Just they dusted ice on it. They sprinkled some ice on it.
like from a filmmaking way, like the
Fuck ice, by the way.
all
the way around.
Fuck ice. The delivery of, wait a minute, we just gave the dean of admissions 3 hits of, and they just look at him and it just cuts, and he's just coming down the stairs rubbing his nipples, and he's just like,
I feel so
he's
good.
He's such a good actor. I rewatched Baby Boom not too long ago. He's got a smaller part in Baby Boom. Harold Ramis, really great actor.
He
great
did a
director.
ton of acting, did he?
he collects
And
fungus
Ghostbusters.
and spores.
He wrote, he directed, he acted like he was a triple threat.
He was the triumvirate.
Yeah, maybe more than triple. So we've been led to believe Catherine O'Hara, she's like happy that the dad's, John Lithgow's maybe miserable, and is talking about he's been screwing around and overshares at a point, and he shows up at the house and they have a beer together and they hook up.
What about Bob though?
What about Bob?
This is the thing. Should I go down to a 4? Because what about Bob?
What about Bob?
I mean, are they just taking advantage of Bob?
They are taking advantage of a poor old
fucking
man.
Bob.
Well, rich
they
old
really
man.
are.
When he was like, I'll give you the house to his, like they get literally just divorce in the
Just
park.
right there in the street. Just, I think we should get a divorce. Really? You can have the house? Okay.
But like, she gets half of everything, buddy.
Take the kid.
Sure.
Yeah.
She gets half of everything.
Most
Your
likely.
money, your everything. And
no-
then he
if there's
spends
no
a whole
prenup.
bunch of money donating to the, well, we'll get there.
Imagine not getting a lawyer and he's like, shared custody, the house, $2 million, no lawyers.
Yeah.
You can have it all.
But there's a kid, there's a little kid that his little.
She just hands him off because there's a
booty.
club that she wants to go to.
He's been retired.
But
she wants. Yeah, woo!
The whole segment at Stanford, though, because they end up
Oh my God.
going to like they break up, right? Basically, Ashley and Sean get into a big fight
after the admissions building is burned down.
Yeah, and at the same time, Jack Black is, or I guess right before this, Jack Black has hooked up with the, I don't know, lack of a better
admissions
term,
lady.
Yeah, admissions secretary lady,
front desk person,
and lights. They didn't accept him, those jerks, and just like lights the register on fire.
When I was a kid,
shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't.
I used to be a total
pyro.
Put that out, man.
Me too.
Put that out.
Put that out. And they burn down the whole building. And then the Ben Stiller.
Better not.
And then you better
not.
man, the whole Ben Stiller.
What does he say?
Joe Johnston.
What's your name? Joe. John.
What's the
your name's Joe
ad-lib
John?
he gives?
Joe. John.
He says like
Stun.
he says something like, "That's right, Julio. Just try to use a clench to pop that, or T clench to pop that something." Like
he says nonsense. I'm pretty sure. So
it's got to be an ad lib.
Sean has gotten like pretty mean considering all the circumstances of everything
and selfish,
that's happened.
yeah.
And he's clearly only thinking about himself. He's gone off on his own. He's found out, I think more than anything, that he thought college was going to be different. Women were going to like Faulkner and they were going to be mature grown women and not these high school girls. And then Butterfly.
Well, it's the exact same.
I feel like he has a superiority complex where
I agree.
He thinks he's the smartest person in the room and the best person in the room.
I used to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he thinks Stanford is going to match these ambitions of his, but then he gets there and he realizes. And I think that was another thing that hit me on this rewatch. Now that I'm older, because I think last time I watched it, I was a teenager. I could really relate to his initial feeling, but now I relate to the other side, where it's like getting to this point and finding out these places and these things aren't what you thought they would be. They aren't the thing that was going to fix you, was going to make everything.
I mean,
it's about you.
It's also like you realize that. Yeah, it is about you. And you realize, though, like there are always going to be things about other people that maybe irk you or upset you.
Yep.
But they don't define who you are.
It's temporary.
And like, I think I had a similar journey where I feel like there were like growing up in suburban white where we grew up and like not hating, but being like, oh, I'm better than all these other people.
Good for you, Jack.
Whatever reason I decided I hated them.
They're so basic.
They're so basic.
They watch reality
They're so
television.
image based or whatever that bullshit is. And then going to theater school and and then coming, like getting to the point in that group, that community of being like, oh no, those people exist.
That's just
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
There's
people are people.
People are people.
So why should it be?
And there's no reason to like judge whatever. Like nobody's doing any fucking shit to upset you. It's not about you.
No, we're all just people. It's not
Everyone's
like,
just in their own thing.
Yeah, they're not vampires. Although you have to consider this movie it's about vampires, but it's really about the reunification of Germany. The Kip character is a vampire.
Well, and Sean right now is a very scared man.
Really? Very
he
scared,
is.
man.
When he drops in Dark Man's at the second time.
Yeah, he does Dark Man, doesn't he? He spies on Ashley and Kip. Kip's kind of a pretentious douchebag.
I think he's kind of supposed to be the mirror for Sean. This is what you'll be.
Yeah, this is what you're aspiring to.
He's so
basically.
lucky he runs into Marcus Skinner. He is so
We were saying
lucky.
that is definitely one of the things in the movie that I feel like is like from a screenwriting thing. You're just like, and yeah, he walks by,
and just
and
the guy
there he is,
and he
yeah.
recognizes
in all
him,
of Stanford.
He
by the way.
recognizes
All my
him from the
problems.
back walking.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah, this guy he knows from the book jacket cover.
and it is. I mean, I do like that scene with Kevin Kline. It's very like,
Oh, it's great.
what do we call it? The moment is called the
Is that the like?
Obi-Wan moment.
Yeah, because we're kind of talking about the act
yeah.
structure of this movie, and that's kind of like the mentor, like the Obi-Wan moment, basically, where
use the Force, Luke.
They have like a meet cute though, where like Sean's very awkward with Skinner, like I was with Ernie Hudson. I know who you are. He is making Skinner like, and then Skinner immediately.
I'm
gives
obsessed
him,
with you. Not in like a sexual way.
not to get deep into the annals or anything, but he gets the stamp of approval from Skinner, like you are a good writer.
I liked
Your
it.
story is good.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all people really need is like a mentor, like a nudge. I think he believes he can only be successful if he works with this guy, and all he needed was to be told by someone of this ilk that he didn't know.
You're already on your way.
That wasn't going to bullshit him. you're good at this.
Well, yeah, because he says like his family won't get through it, and like Ashley will read it, but she's so positive he can't take her. There's no criticism there. So, and then he does offer her a bit of criticism.
Yeah, and I think it talks to like a little bit of support goes so far. Just getting a little, and he has encouragement. And I think he like the thing is, he has to realize he has so much of it.
He always had it. And that's the thing, the realization I think he comes to mostly when he hears Ashley talking about his story behind his back when he's eavesdropping. And she's like, he's really talented. He's a special guy. Like his story is amazing.
I mean, that's why everyone is doing all the things they're doing for him. That's why Lance is like burning a building down. That's why. I mean,
that's why, yeah.
I mean,
from the flames.
I mean, there is he's also
total 4th of July sparks coming out of the switch.
Yeah.
It's an electrical fire.
I'm just gonna.
Well, she's a liar. I don't know her.
We got a jogger, 5'5", unkempt,
portly.
It's so great. You do need an ending. That's the thing that I like Skinner, the way he sets up. You need an ending, which kind of I feel like sets us up for the way that the movie's going to wrap up. Yeah. Like we need an end to his journey specifically. Yes. What about Bob, Matt? No question.
What about Bob?
But
baby steps.
It's mostly about Sean. That's
baby
the
steps
way to
into
success.
The hallway.
There's a book on my shelf by Dr. Leo Marvin that I should let you borrow.
Great, thanks. Yeah, I mean, and we have to go back to Orange County. And that's like, I love Sean, okay, yeah, that's great, buddy, but I am going to jail.
Scared man.
We're going to Mexico.
He hits him with like a
fast
almost
escape.
Full
throws a can directly at his eyebrow.
And he has a well.
Immediately slices him open. Like,
Sean, ow!
There's still hope. Was that the message you're trying for?
Yeah.
No, the Kevin Klein, when he says that to him before he gets hit with the can.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how...
he probably wasn't going for that, but that is what came through in the text that he had written. Because he didn't think he loved this environment. He thought he was railing against this environment. But it turns out he loves these characters in this environment.
And I think that's... I love that scene. I love what Sean has to hit that rock bottom to realize that everything... Because otherwise it does become that very like selfish pity party, white boy, I'm rich, but I have problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the movie fights against that, which a lot of movies in this time frame didn't really,
No, they just kind of went with that.
Yeah, that's kind of what Garden State is about.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but I when I did rewatch it, I was like, oh, but good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Without question.
Generational soundtrack.
It is a great soundtrack. Ashley gets the snag from Kip from Kip by Lance and Colin Hanks.
Yeah.
And he does the Cyrano to tell her you're sorry. Tell her you love her.
Like you mean it.
And there is like that weird shoehorned sex scene, like the shoehorned Kevin Kline.
So that is kind of
weird. It is kind of funny that he's like,
they
Lance,
had to MTV movie it, I guess.
But then he's like kind of perverted about it.
Yeah, he's like, watching with one eye open. That's a little weird. His brother, by the way.
Now talk about White Lotus. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go. There's the Mike White, like the straight line you can draw directly to.
I wouldn't call it straight, man.
Oh, well. I wouldn't call it a
keep
line.
Your hand all the way on the throttle and we'll work it.
He has that second gear.
We find out that Cindy's like a good mom. Like she has these good mothering moments aside from being a smother, especially with like the little boy.
Yeah.
Of like giving him a level of autonomy or like credence, however the fuck you want to put it.
You don't want, how about some juice?
Yeah, and I feel like maybe that's what she missed so much about Sean. It's
when he was a kid, because she wants him to be.
She wants that so badly, which I think all parents secretly do.
Lance is...
Maybe not even secretly. I think all parents
I think just, pretty openly.
Lance is pretty broken. For her to be like, finally, some help around here. Part of her is like, she's like immature and wired in a weird way and whatever.
Kind of an alcoholic.
Maybe needs that energy.
But the ending, the only funny part about the ending that irked me is like when they're all together, everybody is back. Like they bring everyone back over to the house, including his two friends who touched each other's balls the night before.
They do drop in though. It's like several times in the movie. They're around all the time.
It's not that I don't like that.
Okay.
I do like that.
They're just waiting outside.
I do like that sequence though, when there's like, this guy professed his love for me.
No. See, what happened was...
It's like, he got drunk and he was fondling my...
I lost my car keys.
But they bring them all home.
This is very time capsule-y, that piece of comedy. You guys are right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, it's very where's my car? Very like, are they gay?
Which is, I think interesting. Mike White being queer is an interesting like
Like that's the punchline. Like
Yeah, but it's the time.
Yeah.
Using the word gay
was a different time.
pejorative and whatever.
It was a weird time. Like Friends was a show that was extremely popular. It
all
does
you gotta
end.
say.
It does end with like a great like Jimmy Eat world on an up note where he doesn't want to blow up the surfboard.
It's just the moment where they're all in the house and then it cuts and he's in his room by himself. And I was like, wait a minute, where's everyone else? And then he comes back and they've just all been sitting downstairs.
He just like presumably because it's like we made a donation, you're going to Stanford, and everyone's like, yay, and they're like, paper smiles, happy for him, and then he just leaves. He just leaves. We don't
see that.
Right,
they're presumably just downstairs still, just like. So
did he just say? Did he have to go to the bathroom real bad?
And you can fill it in. You can be like,
Right.
I just need a moment to think. Or
yeah, it was
whatever.
probably.
Yeah.
And the whole like, I love the whole coming back downstairs and being like, what do you say?
Faulkner. If Faulkner had left the South, would he have written?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
If James Joyce had left, which James Joyce did leave Ireland,
Not in his heart.
but not in his heart.
Right.
And I love the realization that his mom and Ashley are coming to, where he's like, I'm going to stay, and it's sweet and it makes sense, and it's.
I would put this in the hands of any 15-year-old person and be like, you should watch this. Like it has
It's
a
a good
lot of
message.
really good shit. There's the good burgers and there's the orange counties.
That's a good dichotomy. You got your good burgers and you got your orange.
If I'm at a
counties.
restaurant and they have those two things on the menu, I want the Orange County.
Yeah.
I'll take the.
I want you to take the good burger and throw it away.
throw it away.
Shut it
I'm
down.
doing an Orange County only deal.
I don't want any. If that good burger touches
My Orange County.
I will kill you.
I will kill you.
We've reached the end of this film.
And this podcast, presumably.
Whoa. What?
This episode.
Oh, okay. I thought this was.
I was going to
This
tell you
was
that
it.
I'm going to Stanford.
And by the way, I'm going to Stanford.
Oh, good.
So happy for you.
Matt, I know you had started us off. I feel like it's always more fun if you kind of pick the order at the end of who should share their rating.
Oh, I get to pick who goes?
Spoken ad nauseam. If you'd like, otherwise we'll just go in the standard order.
You know what? I never get to pick anything because I lose all the mini games. I'm gonna say, Paul, what is your review rating? Those too many re's.
I'm going to be a little realistic, and we did talk about the shoehorniness of some of the things that happened to get the story
I do feel like
going.
there was some MTV focus group or something
Yeah,
going on
and I
there.
think I'm giving this movie a lot of credit that mostly is due to Light. Elf is a fucking gorgeous movie. This is a good looking movie too. It ain't Elf. Great
But what
work.
is?
Regardless, same director of photography. You guys brought up a lot of good points. If I could just come down a quarter point, I would. I'm going to go with 4 piss cups. I think it is like a special comedy, definitely in terms of the coming of age and the teenage. If we're just doing this genre, just coming of age teen comedies, this is like a 5-star thing. But considering, as we've discussed, how many movies and genres there are, this is a 4-star. I'd recommend it to just about anyone.
All right.
Now who, Matt?
Well, I'll go ahead and go. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm last. Cool.
Well, yeah. I figure you can bring us home. You can tie it up.
Okay.
But what did I say? I said 3.75 big ol' hats to go view, and I think I had rated it 3.75 for a lot of the reasons you just said. I do feel like there was kind of like watching it, like that scene in the Bronco, like with the makeout scene. I did feel like there were parts that were like, well, this is an MTV movie, you got to play up to teenagers, and they felt like they didn't need to be there. So that's why I kind of brought it down a little bit. But I think, talking about it with you guys and like, some of the deeper themes, and it almost does kind of function as like a James Joyce novel. Maybe this was Mike White's Finnegan Wake or whatever. I hope that's a James Joyce novel.
Sounds like it is.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 4. I'm bumping it up to a 4. Big old.
You brought those numbers. You brought those numbers up.
I pumped them up. Those were rookie numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think a big part of this movie for me is, we've talked about this before, the nostalgia factor. I think that the movie coming out at this time, the time that I was in my life, being a teenager at this time, seeing the Rotten Tomatoes rating of, 48%?
That's kind of shocking to me.
Felt very low to me, but I have to remember that this is like hit at a time for me that was just like the perfect timing. And similar to Project Hail Mary, which I think is a higher rated movie but not to compare them, but I think that like they're just like hitting at these times in my life, and they resonate forever. Eternal Sunshine was like that for me. Hook is a movie that I think of that's very low rated in many critical like circles, but means so much to me. And so I think that like
We'll be talking about that soon.
yes, we will be talking about Hook, but I think that this is going to stay at 4 butterflies. Come, my lady, you're my sugar pie, honey, baby, and that makes us a triumvirate of 4.
A triumvirate of 4.
We were going to get there.
Right? Isn't it weird?
We were going to get there this whole time.
This was always
We were
going
going to
go.
congeal into a homogeny.
This has happened before, and it'll happen again.
Holy Jeezum crow.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Wow.
We should go to California.
You're quite a joker, Matt.
That
You're
was,
quite a
speaking of the
joker.
OC, the very last song you hear in this movie is California by Phantom Planet. And the very first song you hear in the OC, California by Phantom Planet.
Related.
They tie in.
Are they red string? These things are connected. Well, we all rated at 4s, as we just mentioned. I'm wrapping this up, by the way, and telling you that Jamie Henwood does our bookends, Chris Olds does our fun facts, and Matthew Fosket, what are you doing and what are you watching? Socials?
Yeah, Matt,
Gents?
if anyone wants to find you, if you want them to find you, if not, tell them to fuck off.
You'll never find me. The only social I really do is Letterboxd, and you can follow me at A Risen Ape.
You can follow me at RunBMC on Instagram, Letterboxd, and at ReviewX2 Podcast on Instagram.
You can email us. It's at reviewpod@gmail.com. You can text us, as I said, anonymously. It's right there in your episode description.
If your name's Matt, text us.
Please reach out. We're trying to get
of Matts, the
many
Matathon.
Mats, multiple Mats as we
A
possibly
minion march of Mats.
A million Mats.
Matt.
But hey, everybody, I'm at Paul X Badley. Did I already say that? Who
You did,
knows? Well, hey,
Say it
there
again.
you go. 4. Thanks. The triumvirate thanks you. Bye-bye. You thought that this episode was going to be over and that I, co-host Paul, was going to try to get away with something, that I was going to try to be the most devious bastard in New York City. But no, I'm owning up to my mistake. I mentioned earlier in this episode that I had been watching Toast of London. I had watched just the first couple episodes, and I mixed up something that does not happen in Toast of London. Matt Berry has a recurring sketch in Snuffbox where he drops, breaks, abandons things once he finds out a woman he's interested in has a partner. His character in Toast of London, can you hear me, Toast? I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Would also probably do something like that, but I should mention these are two totally different things. Enjoy both. End your day. Thank you for listening.